Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your VFit coach. Welcome to Strength Foundations. This video is about how many ways you can expend calories, how your body expends calories. And to me, there's about 6 different ways. To most people, people's perception is just to do cardio, do some weight training, and you expend calories. However, we're going to dig deeper into that aspect. And first of all, this is Strength Foundations Chapter 1, and there's many more videos to come. But let's jump right into it. The first thing you should learn about is what is BMR and RMR. So BMR, of course, stands for basal metabolic rate. RMR stands for resting metabolic rate. So let me give you an insight of the differences. BMR is mainly your very borderline. If you have very, very minimal activity level, for example, sleeping with no movement whatsoever, you could get a measurement of BMR, just enough calories to support your vital organs and to keep you breathing normally. So once you get up and walking, that's no longer considered BMR. It becomes a deviation of your, or a derivative form of BMR. Now RMR, resting metabolic rate, is to put in the equation all of those minimal daily activities such as putting your clothes on. RMR, on the other hand, is if when you just stay at home and you just barely walk around, maybe go to the restroom, maybe eat. That's a good measurement of your RMR. But when you start walking outside, you kind of question, like, is that really true RMR? And this has been something that has been overlooked for many years, because that could be a huge variable amount. And this is why, in my perspective, I created a new acronym called MAL, which stands for metabolic activity level. With metabolic activity level, you could get a good range of how to define all these various activities that you go out through the day. MAL, metabolic activity level, is when you actually do your functions that don't really fall into exercise. So chores such as doing laundry, folding your clothes, going to the grocery store, going to the office, walking flights of stairs to get errands done, that should be considered your metabolic activity level. Okay, so you get an idea of that amount of calories could be very variable. So let's jump into number 4. Number 4 is cardio. So you jump on the treadmill, do an hour, you get an idea of how many calories you can burn based on your body weight. Not really your age, based on your body weight. So my body weight is around 149, 150 right now. I'm capable, in my target heart rate, which is around 130, 140, remember I'll explain that later, I could probably expend around 500 to 600 calories if I stay in my target heart rate. If I go beyond my target heart rate, I could probably expend 600 to 700. So it really goes by your body weight. And that's how you can determine how many calories you expend during cardio. Resistance training, most of you know that when you resistance train and you wear a heart rate monitor, you go, wow, I didn't burn that many calories, because your heart rate is not really at that high zone all the time. It's dropping, you're resting, going up and down like a roller coaster. However, we are going to elaborate on that with EPOC. So EPOC is I guess that's the 6th method of how you expend calories. And EPOC is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And this is the result of the afterburn from your workout. So why did I mention this? How does it correspond with weight training? It's because that's how you increase EPOC. It's mainly through weight training. Now, to give you a better perspective, I'm going to give you an example of how you can increase each one. So BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate, and you're not doing any movement, it's very difficult to increase that. The only way you could increase that is if you have more muscle mass, because your body will burn more calories when it has to maintain all that extra muscle mass. Okay, or if your body has to go through any recovery of injuries or longer sleep, you need longer sleep because your activity level is so high. That's an increase of BMR, but it's not something that's really permanent unless you put on more muscle mass. RMR, let's kind of put that out of the equation because that's a little confusing. MAL, which is metabolic activity level, that's easy. It's a no-brainer. You just be more active during the day. Now, how does this correspond with weight training? You could weight train, have a really great workout that you're sore for the next 2 days. When you walk around the next 2 days, it's more difficult to do that task to walk to the office, more difficult to walk in the grocery store. So your body has to work harder. Not only trying to repair these muscles, but it's trying to keep up because the muscles aren't responding too well because they're tired. So that's a great way to increase your metabolic activity level. Also, EPOC, it creates more oxygen requirements just to fulfill your daily tasks. So in a nutshell, that's an explanation on how all of these work together. Let's review again, how do you increase each one? Like I mentioned, BMR, only when you gain muscle, you can really increase BMR. MAL, metabolic activity level, go out and move around, especially on those days when you feel like you're a little bit sore. Take advantage of that, because if you're not sore, you don't really have an increased level of EPOC, not increased level of calories expended, because it's something that's equated into your lifestyle. Your body's so used to that. So when you have a good workout and maybe you're a little bit sore, try and be active the next day and the following day, because you will expend more calories even if you're tired. Aerobic, how do you increase that? Simple, just do more. Higher heart rate. Always be safe though. Anything above 85%, you're kind of pushing some risk. So 85% your target heart rate. You can decrease duration. Don't try and break them up like, okay, I'm going to do 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes a little bit later. Usually if you put that 90 minutes all together in one workout, it's more effective. Weight training, like I just mentioned, even if your calories within the hour or 2 hours, if you guys work out 2 hours, is not that high. If you had a great workout and you're building fatigue within those muscle groups, and you know your body is going to take some work to repair it, you will have more oxygen expenditure the next couple of days, hopefully. So those great workouts turn into higher EPOC. And I just explained the last one, EPOC. So hope this provides people a good insight on what your body goes through when it expends calories on a daily basis, and try and take advantage of each one. So once you get familiar with the body, you get a good idea and you'll be on your way of losing weight or